So we had the next thing was a little promo between Andrade and Carmello Hayes. Again, Carmello Hayes, he's boring. And I hate to just use that blanketed statement that he's boring, but he's just boring me. He has no sense of humor, no timing, no delivery, no substance to anything he says. Anything he says. He says like very generic, like sports things. He'll say things like, Carmello, what do you think about how you going to fare in tonight's match? When I shoot my shot, I don't miss. I'm like LeBron. When I shoot, it's a 3. Swish. He might as well just go family. Scoop, self-serve. It's like, I get what he's trying to do, but it's dull. It's dull. He's like the athletic the athletic popular kid that's only popular because he's athletic. Because then there's some athletic popular kids that are also cool. You could fucking talk to them and joke around with them. But then there's always that asshole who walks around like, with sunglasses in fucking reading class. And he walks around, doesn't talk to anybody, sits in class quietly, but he's a star athlete. We don't like that fucking asshole. We don't like him. Which I hear that's how Carmelo Anthony was as a student. Maybe that's where he's trying to be Carmelo Anthony. Carmello Hayes. Carmello. Mellow. I get it. He's athletic. He's a guy that should really he should be speaking in the third person. I'm not even joking. He should be doing the where did that come from? Was that Primetime? The football player, I can't think. Barry Sanders? Is that who did it? I don't remember. But yeah. The Rock definitely, that's where he took it from. But The Rock, Carmelo should be referring to himself as Carmelo or Mello. Like he should never say I or me. But yeah, he's very generic, very boring. I think he needs to be more funny. I made this observation last week. The Rock was funny. If he's doing a Rock kind of thing, The Rock was funny. That's why we liked him. That's why we ended up liking him. But yeah, Hayes just bores me. I'll tell you though, Andrade, I do like Andrade's little character that he's doing. Now, is it just me or is Andrade exaggerating his accent? Because I don't remember him ever like speaking with that thick of an accent. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I actually like it. I like it because it adds some kind of depth and character to him, and it sounds genuine. But somebody tell me in the chat, did he always speak that way? Because I don't remember him speaking that with that heavy of an accent. But I don't know if maybe he always has, and maybe he figured out some kind of way to make it a little extra cool, because he kind of has a cool element to him. It's Scarface-ish. Like everybody likes to mimic Scarface. I think that's it's kind of going down that route. So I'm starting to kind of pick up on what Andrade is doing. But again, he doesn't fully have my attention, but I like his, so far the past like 3 or 4 promos I heard from him. I actually, I liked it because it was something, it was different. It was different. And he doesn't sound like, a Hispanic guy who talks proper and is trying to appeal to his demographic. He sounds like a dude who really speaks that way. So, and Andrade as well has a sense of humor. He actually gets like timing, and he gets like facial expressions. He gets things like that where you hear the crowd sometimes genuinely laugh at sometimes he'll just make a face and the crowd will genuinely laugh at it. So I'm starting to see there's a little something there in Andrade that I didn't see before. And I'd encourage him to keep doing what he's doing. Keep doing what he's doing. But he is missing some things. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think a lot of these guys, what they're missing is something from their look. A lot of them look too like polished and too clean. Like sometimes I like, wrestling. That's why Mick Foley was so great. He'd come out looking like shit. Come out looking like a homeless man sometimes. Actually, every time. But I like that kind of thing. I like somebody who's not always completely polished. Sometimes I like wrestling that isn't perfect. I like some certain times where you'll see like little botches, or they'll go for a scoop slam and sort of fuck it up, but they'll still hit it. You know what I mean? Like I like that kind of stuff because it adds it adds realism to it because it is real. But these guys come out, they're all like shiny. They're all wearing jewelry. They're wearing suits. It's like there's nobody who's just fucking there. Kevin Owens, I guess, is one of them. It's like even Sami Zayn is like a legit fucking bum in real life, and he fucking, he even comes out sometimes looking too clean and polished. You know what I mean? But yeah. But he is at least somebody who dumbs it down a little bit. Yeah, I think Andrade maybe needs a little bit of an edge to his look. I don't know, maybe some tattoos, something. But then tattoos are generic at this point. Needs something. I just don't know exactly what. Maybe dress a little more street. Because I get it, he's going for the sort of Scarface kind of thing. But I'll leave it there. That's the positives.